It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. An interim report has recommended the government hold off on ripping up the Newcastle inner city rail line. A parliamentary inquiry into planning decisions in the city has found there's a flawed case for the project. The state opposition believes it's further proof the rail line shouldn't be removed on Boxing Day. The inquiry will release its interim report tomorrow. Hunter Water is setting Maitland up for the future with a $30 million infrastructure program. The program will roll out over 2015 and includes upgrades to treatment plants and pumping stations. Nick Kaiser from Hunter Water says the upgrades will provide many benefits to the region.
There's $30 million worth of work which is happening in the area, which means that there is a great deal of activity when it comes to workers that are going to the local pie shops, cafes, and basically spending money in the area where otherwise they may be somewhere else working. So got the benefit of an economic stimulus over the next 12 months.
A man accused of the savage bashing of two female cleaners at Medowie has now been charged with indecent assault. The Herald reports Adam Metcalf has admitted to assaulting the two young women in February, leaving them unconscious. However, torn underwear on one of the alleged victims has led the Crown prosecutor to believe the attacks were sexually motivated. Metcalf has pleaded not guilty to the indecent assault charge. Bad weather hasn't hindered the construction of two new car parks at Nelson Bay, which are now open. The 125 new spaces were established after the forced closure of the upper levels of the Donald Street car park last month. Council's Capital Works Section Manager, Greg Cable, says community feedback has been extremely positive.
Feedback from the community, I suppose, has been very positive, given the fact that we were on site for 4.5 weeks, made sure we were going to commit to that deadline. The feedback to the community has been good because we've actually achieved the targets that we set out to do in the first place. The
hot and dry conditions is a welcome relief for Hunter Valley winemakers after a period of humid weather. With a shift to a drier air mass, grapes have started to ripen, leaving Hunter vignerons hopeful for an excellent vintage. They anticipate harvesting will begin for the 2015 vintage in 4 weeks' time. Andrew Margan from Margan Family Wines isn't fazed by a smaller crop this year, citing quality over quantity.
We've got a surplus of wine in the world, and it's all about making good wine, not about making lots of wine. So the better the quality, the better the prestige of the vintage in the area as it's recognised in the marketplace, the easier it is to sell our wine.
Briefly, a man who punched a paramedic in the face at Carrington while drunk has been handed a 4-month jail sentence and a $400 fine, and the wait is over for Hunter school leavers with HSC results going online at 6 this morning. Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
The Newcastle Jets are taking a no-excuses approach to Friday's contest against Adelaide United as the team searches for its first win in 11 games this season. Midfielder Ben Kantarovski has been tipped as a likely replacement for suspended captain Q Yarleens, while Adrian Madashi, Sam Gallagher and rookie Alan Welsh are on standby for an injured Taylor Regan. Goalie Ben Kennedy says they need to pull together and get the job done.
We know we have to improve, so obviously it's going to be a loss for Q out, but we're confident whoever come in can do a job and get a clean sheet.
Knights under-20s player Lachlan Fitzgibbon is eyeing off a first-grade debut following a promising pre-season with Newcastle's full-time training squad. Coach Rick Stone says the display is likely to earn him some game time in next year's trials. And Belmont golfer Brendan Smith is on track to claim his second Jack Newton Celebrity Classic in 3 years after carding a 5 under 67 yesterday to share the lead with Sydney's Mitchell Brown. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delaceres.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 9.